Imagine every fight being a painful slaughter. No items in battle, max value foes, death all around. This is my first try. We will do everything to ensure deathless run. This is Emerald Run and Bun. Wish me luck.
There we go again. I don't know how many tries this has been, but as I fucked up the audio a bit, this is gonna be a voiceover. I put in a couple of thingies. You're gonna spot some mistakes. You can write them in the comments if you want. Tell me if you spot them all. How about that? Let's look at the fight. We're gonna two-hit KO this reroll with a Magnemite with our Jerry. Easy peasy. We can't switch out because it makes no sense because of Super Fang. Obviously, one of the two Pokemon in this battle that has Super Fang. The next one will be always Ponyta because Ponyta is super effective against the Magnemite. We switch out for Jake. He takes chip damage. Doesn't really matter because he gonna pluck. Wait, I fucked up. Let's try that again. Well, next try. Let's go again. Bibarel, 2 shockwaves, 2 HKO, guaranteed. No issue there. 20 HP is the maximum we're gonna leave with because of the Super Fang. If he hits a Water Jet, we might leave with 8. Usually leave with 18. Or if he crits 14, which is garbage, and we... I don't want this. I don't know. OCD, I guess. There's no real reason why I wouldn't why I have to reset this, but I guess just as a precaution if I need to switch out someone. And I don't have whatever. Alternatives, you know? Have some alternatives. Bibarel goes down without any issues. We're switching out for Jerry. We're on 18 HP there because it did a Water Jet, Aqua Jet, whatever. So, and now we have to pluck for the berry, or we go for the 6% for the crit on Bubble Beam, but I didn't want to farm this. Would have been quicker actually, but this was not the issue. This Pokemon was not an issue. It was an issue for everyone else. If we didn't have Jake, it would have OHKO'd literally every single Pokemon we have. In the team, in the box, doesn't matter. Every single one it would have OHKO'd. Or 2-hit KO'd, but like crit OHKO'd for sure. Because most of them are super effective or like super weak against fire. We realized we're burned. I didn't want to do this. I don't know why, because it doesn't matter. We could have continued that fight. Oh right, no, it survived the Bubble Beam. Never mind. That's the restart point. Then we go again. Just another way, just another shockwave. You know how it is. Nothing special here. Just another try because we didn't plan accordingly, or like I mean we did hit the Pluck Bubble Beam a couple times before. You can check out the VODs on my Twitch. They're just linked down in the description, obviously. But the important part is we did hit it, and I know it can be done without a single death in this game. So what we're gonna do is get this, and I'm gonna reroll every single time for a deathless kill, for a deathless battle. If I cannot do it, I won this battle with 2 deaths, and I was okay with 1. I would have maybe gone through with that, but I knew in my heart, I knew it could be done without death. So that's what we're trying here. Going again, and going again, brute forcing it. I don't give a shit. Because my rules are, I don't reroll the encounters. 1 HP, literally survived on 1 HP. This stuff makes me angry. This stuff makes me mad. That's why we're gonna reroll and reroll and reroll, because my energy is, my motivation is staying there. I'm going to get that one. That deathless run. This is my first try, by the way. I played another Nuzlocke, but this Nuzlocke I've never touched. I've seen and play a lot. I've seen Peachel play, but not a lot. A couple, I think those are. But the important part is that we continue here with a Ponyta again. Finally, a little bit of progress. Can we hit this on this one, please? The pluck has to come first. We're going down to 20 HP is a bit higher than usual, because usually it procs with a rough play, it procs my Oranberry already, and not just with a second one. Because the citrus berry always procs, obviously, when we pluck it. We don't, even if we have no berry, we're gonna eat it. And the bubble beam hopefully kills here. It does not. It was at 1 HP again, making me kinda mad. Not gonna lie. Looking at this fuck again with a super fang, which I fucking hate. I think it had, oh yeah, maybe it had other moves against the, that could be, against the Electrike, and that's why I didn't use it. I don't know yet anymore. You can check it out on the, actually maybe you cannot check it out on the VODs. I don't know if it checked it, probably did, but like, whenever, I don't know. I do not know. That's done. Pretty boring. Nothing special there. Going to the next one, we're going to the Ponyta again. Ponyta. Saying it in English. Yeah, you might spot me, or might see, hear me pronounce something a bit more German that you're used to. Especially the ones that I am very fond of. I actually don't know what that is in, my Pokemon is in German. Plinfa is the first one. I know it's not Prinplup. Or whatever name this has in English, I don't know. See, 25, the Oranberry procs, we're going to 35. Which is still pretty high. Because, oh no, that was the second. There we get the critical, which we didn't need. We just needed a high roll, over 80%, which it has. Like, up to 85% we can hit with a bubble beam. It will obviously send in the electric, which was important, because this one has a citrus berry, and I want to get rid of it. We have to. The beneficial thing here also is that Roselia makes him send out Dustox instead of the Sunflora, which is very effective against my which I am very effective against. Right, I counter that shit with Roselia. Although Roselia is low at the end of all this, which could be weird, could be making it weird. I think there's a chance that he sends out the Sunflora, which I did get once, and I was so confused once. But I think that's maybe like 10-20% chance. I didn't check. No idea how. If any of you guys know, please let me know in the channel, in the chat thingy down there in the comments. Chat, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean. Due to the poison, we get super lucky there, and it faints, and we get the Dustox. Exactly, one of the Dustox and the Sunflora. Those were the two that I was a bit scared of. Because the rest I had good counters against, as you saw. That was no issue. We switch in Peter, and this is the part that took me for fucking ever to figure out how to do it right. And I missed, like, because I was a bit tired at that point, like after 12 or 10 plus hours of playing, I was a bit unmotivated, unconcentrated, and did mess it up a couple times. You have to lit the light screen first, because it's gonna hit toxic, then it's gonna hit infestation. For all those who don't know, infestation is gonna lock you in. I did not know, because infestation is a move I don't know. It's a new one. I stopped playing at generation 4. That's my last one. I'm a 90s kid. And all the Pokemon after generation 4 in my eyes are garbage. Deal with it. What we gotta do is switch in Emilia. That is the strat that I figured out. I did not know, I wasn't sure if Roost hits or can miss. Roost cannot miss, I'm pretty sure, because it hit the Roost without fail. But we gotta make sure it cannot hit us, so we can survive until Emilia can switch out, until the end of infestation. We have to stay in this battle. And another toxic, which is fine. The first toxic we made sure of, we dealt with the berry. Person berry. The second one luckily comes right in front of the infestation, so we can switch out. No damage dealt there, no issues with the toxic. We switch in Mori, who makes it not eat berries, which doesn't matter on the Dustox because it has no berries. But the Incinerate is huge because it deals almost a 2-hit KO. It almost 2-hit KOs. That's why I switched to Headbutt for the flinch, which we do not get, obviously. It goes for Toxic though, which it does not matter which move it uses, because it's gonna be dead next turn. And then we go to the last one, which is the Sunflora, where we have either the bird, which is damaged, Morty, which will stay and hit one Incinerate for the berry at least, and last but not least, Roselia Summer, which will finish it off with a Sludge, I believe, if I'm not wrong. Let's see if I... Okay, yeah, right, Roost. True. Because it did not kill with the Incinerate. But for some reason it does not. It should have roosted there. I don't know why it didn't. Maybe because double roost is higher chance to fail. But it does not use roost, which I am very grateful of, or whatever. We crit even, which we could have used before. Like, we always crit in the worst possible moments, it seems to me. And now we beg and beg and beg. Actually, we realize, oopsie, Mori cannot stay. It will die to Toxic. If it doesn't need to attack, we die to Toxic 100%. And you see me struggling here a bit because I figured out, like, what the fuck are we even doing? Looking over to my cheat sheet, to the calculator, I see that Peter has Confusion, and it will, like, Sunflora will use Sludge Bomb because it's the highest hitting move. We have the Oranberry on Peter still, which makes it pretty impossible for Sunflora to kill us. It Leash Seeds us, which is okay. We Light Screen so it doesn't kill us in this battle. It's literally unable to kill us now. We switch out, which I wasn't sure if I could with the Leech Seed. I kind of think you shouldn't be able to with the Leech Seed because it's I mean, it's kind of roots inside of me, no? Like the way I thought it was gonna be. But nevertheless, I'm happy about that. We switched out for Jerry to get the Sludge Bomb. Then we switch into Roselia because it's going to use Leech Seed and it doesn't affect us, which is perfect. I did not even know that. And now it's poisoned with a Sludge. Doesn't really matter because the Lumberry is gonna cure it. Exactly. That's what I wanted to get from the We're so fucking lucky that the thingy doesn't kill us. The sludge bomb. But we knew it doesn't. A crit would have killed us there, but it is possible to do it deathless, as I have proven my ass. We're finally done after 12 hours. We have finished this fight. I won the battle! Without any death! I can say hands down, this, oh my god, only 12 hours it took me, is the craziest fight I've ever had in Pokemon. I never believed this Nuzlocke was gonna be that hard. Well, we got there. Oh my goodness, I knew I could do it. I knew it was possible, but that was way harder than it should be. 3 of my Pokemon are poisoned. One is on 3 HP.
Thanks for being a part of this. I will try to upload weekly, but no guarantees there. I will see you on my Discord if you want to play with or hang out. Whatever. Hit me up. I'm down. And I'll see you in the next one.